What's my first step? I want to distribute the plus sign, right? Okay, so let's distribute the plus and rewrite our expression. Okay, guys, so we distribute the plus into the parentheses. Diego asked a good question. Does that plus ever change anything? The answer is no. If we are multiplying by a positive 1, does that change anything? No, and that's essentially what we're doing. The 1 is just invisible. Okay, so I'm not going to write the 1 in there anymore. If you want to, you can. Okay, it doesn't matter. But let's rewrite this expression. We would get 3x to the third minus 10x minus 5. And if after I distribute the plus into the second polynomial, I would still have plus 2x squared plus 17x plus 21, correct? Okay, because multiplying by a positive 1 does not change a single thing. So let's group our like terms. I have 3x to the third. Are there any other x to the thirds? No. I also have minus 10x. So minus 10x. Are there any other x's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or plus 17.
Plus 17x. So we're going to put those next to each other. So we're grouping our like terms right now. I have minus 5. What's the like term for minus 5? Positive 21. So plus 21. And what about this one? 2x squared plus 2x squared. Does that one have any like terms? No. Okay, so let's combine our like terms. We have 3x to the third. That one didn't have any like terms. Minus 10x plus 17x. What does that give me? Positive 7x. Negative 5 plus 21.
Negative
Plus
16.
16. Plus 16. And then plus 2x squared, right? Because there's nothing to combine it with. Okay, am I finished?
Nope. Wait, I'm confused.
Exactly. I'm not done yet. I need to order everything from biggest to smallest. What's my biggest exponent here?
3x.
3x to the third. So that one comes first. What's my next biggest? Good, 2x squared. So, and this 2x squared is a positive or a negative? Positive. So it's going to be plus 2x squared. What's the next biggest one? Good, plus 7x plus 16. Your constant, the one without without a variable, is always going to be last. And we are done. That's the answer. So example 3 is an example of a longer one. A little bit longer. What I would like you to do is try this one on your own. Okay, what's my first step? I need a volunteer. What's my first step?
Distribute.
Distribute what?
The positive.
Good. Distribute the positive. Everybody, does distributing the positive change anything?
No.
No. So let's rewrite our expression. We have 6x to the fourth minus 5x to the third plus 3x minus 6 plus a negative is what? Minus 10x to the fourth plus 4x to the third minus 2x squared plus x plus 2. All right, let's group our like terms together. I have 6x to the fourth. What's that one's like term? 6x to the fourth. What's the like term there? 10x to the fourth. Is it positive or negative? Wait. It's negative. So it's 6x to the fourth minus 10x to the fourth. We have to take the sign with it. Negative 5x to the third. What's the like term there? Positive 4x to the third. Okay, plus 3x. What's that one like term? Plus 3x? Just a plus x. So plus 3x plus x. Minus 6. What's that one's like term? Positive 2. And what else am I left with? Negative 2x squared. Okay, let's combine like terms. 6x to the fourth minus 10x to the fourth. Negative 4x to the fourth. Negative 5x to the third. Plus 4x to the third. Minus 1x to the third. 3x plus x plus 4x. Negative 6 plus 2 is minus 4 minus 2x squared. Is everybody okay so far? Okay, let's put these in order from biggest to smallest. Negative 4x to the fourth. What's the next one? Minus x to the third. And I need to move this negative 2x squared plus 4x minus 4. Who got that correct? Very good. You guys need to always put them in order from biggest to smallest. That's how you get the correct answer. On the test, if they are not in order, I will take off a point.
How do you know if they're like terms?
Skip some. Okay, example 4. Now we're subtracting 9x squared plus 3x minus 6 minus 4x squared minus 14x minus 1. All right. So the steps to these are exactly the same. What we're first going to do is distribute that negative. Distributing the negative is the same as multiplying by negative what? 1. So we're going to distribute that negative 1 into the parentheses. But when we multiply by negative 1, something happens, right?
It all turns negative.
It all changes sign. So we have 9x squared plus 3x minus 6. Nothing happened to that one. But we have 4x squared times negative 1. So what does that become? Negative 4x squared. We also have negative 14x times negative 1. What happened to that? Positive 14x. And this negative 1 times negative 1? Positive 1. So when we're subtracting, all the signs change in the second parentheses. Okay, so let's put our like terms next to each other. I have 9x squared and minus 4x squared. Plus 3x plus 14x. Minus 6 plus 1. So let's add and subtract. 9x squared minus 4x squared. 5x squared. Positive 3x plus 14x plus 17x. Negative 6 plus 1. Negative 5. Are all of my terms in order from biggest to smallest?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. So we are done. Example 5.
There's a lot of examples.
Yeah, I know.
Do you ever put a number in front of the positive or negative?
Alright, so for example 5, what's my first step? I have to distribute the negative, so let's distribute that negative. My first one, remember, stays the same, so I still get 3x squared, or 3x to the third, minus 10x, minus 5. My second one changes though. 2x squared times a negative gives me negative 2x squared. Plus 17x times the negative gives me minus 17x. And plus 21 times the negative is minus 21. So let's put our like terms together. I have 3x to the third. Are there any terms like 3x to the third? Nope. Minus 10x. And what goes with minus 10x? Minus 17x. Minus 5 and minus 21. And last but not least,
Minus 2x.
Minus 2x squared, and there's no like terms to go with that one. So let's combine our like terms. 3x to the third has nothing to combine with. Negative 10x minus 17x minus 27x. Negative 5 minus 21, negative 26 minus 2x squared. Are we in order from biggest to smallest?
No.
No, what's the biggest one?
3x.
3x to the third. What's the next one? 2x squared. Is it a positive or negative though?
Negative.
Negative, so we have to take the sign with it. So minus 2x squared. Then what?
26. Negative 26.
No, what's after
Negative 27.
minus 27x? Then minus 26. The constant is always going to be last because there's no x's on that one. So we are done. But it's okay. Let's think about it. Yeah, write this one down.